Ron, as a co-chair of the annual meeting of the World Economic Forum, what issues are at the top of your agenda?
Well, one, I'd say it's really a great opportunity to participate in the World Economic Forum and co-chair the event. The three issues that I'm really focused on start first with healthcare and the whole question of how do we improve the access to healthcare, the quality of healthcare, and the affordability of healthcare, recognizing the global implications and the importance of doing that. I think the second critical issue is really how do we apply innovation and technology in healthcare to really help solve the first problem, and that may require investments, infrastructure, and I think very innovative ways of making certain that we're using the technology in the most important way to improve the population's health. I think the third issue for me is really the whole question of global talent and making certain that we are creating and growing the next generation of talent, both in the healthcare sectors, but also globally in terms of improving the capability of the world to apply the intellectual capital that we need.
Ron, why are these issues important to you and to Aetna?
Well, I think they're important to us at Aetna because one of the things we're very focused on is really the management of the health of the population. We're increasingly a global company. And many of the clients and governments that we work with are struggling with these issues. They're looking at the whole question of the aging of their population. As the population ages, the cost of healthcare, the demand for healthcare continues to increase. As we develop new technologies, how we deploy those technologies in a cost-effective way that fundamentally gets at improving the quality of care and the functioning, health status functioning of the population is extremely important.
The theme of the annual meeting is Improve the State of the World, Rethink, Redesign, and Rebuild. From your perspective, what does this theme mean to you?
Well, I think it's a very appropriate theme. I think given that the world is emerging from the worst economic recession we've had in 70 years, I think one of the things that it underscores is the importance of taking the long view in our decision-making, in our regulatory framework, and in the institutions that we build. And that ultimately leads us to the need to develop that next generation of talent that understands ethical decision-making and that understands what we really need to do to build long-term, enduring institutions.
What projects and initiatives are you engaged in with the World Economic Forum? And what drove your choice to partner with the Forum on these projects?
Well, I think areas that of great focus to me personally and to Aetna really center around how we use health information and data. And if we think about the importance of that data and some of the challenges that we face, the H1N1 virus, for example, really collecting data and understanding how populations are impacted by a variety of conditions is an extremely important area. I think as we look globally, what we will see is that in many communities, even in the U.S., for example, we see problems that represent problems of chronic diseases like diabetes, problems of prevention and wellness and vaccination. And so I think making certain that we build the data infrastructure that can really give us the information we need to make decisions about how to deploy our resources is extremely important. I think the second area of interest to me is really how we use the clinical evidence base, the science evidence base, to make certain that we are supporting doctors, nurses, healthcare professionals, and giving them the information and tools they need to be able to apply the state of the art in a variety of healthcare settings.